5:45 p.m., which means it's time for BCTV's Nightly News Roundup. I'm tonight's host, Roland Boyden, and this is 5:45 Live. Tonight, Occupy Brattleboro is coming, and Occupy Boston is on BCTV. We'll get a post-flood Public Works update from DPW Director Steve Barrett, plus a Marlboro College professor runs for president. The bowls won't stay empty much longer, and I'll take on BCTV's wardrobe department. And remember, I do this all in 15 minutes, so stick with me.
Everybody's hurting, people losing their jobs left and right, and even some of the faces peering out of the windows today, you could see are fearful, because tomorrow they may be out of work as well.
Well, I'm here because I think this is the beginning. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a larger movement. We've seen something start off in Occupy Wall Street, and I'm hoping that this becomes a larger movement where people finally get on the streets because they're really fed up of what's going on.
We must restore. We must restore. The promise of America. The promise of America. We are the 99%. We are the 99%.
And welcome back to 5:45 Live. That's footage from the most recent Occupy Wall Street protests happening in Boston, courtesy of the filmmaker Matthew Filipowicz. Former BCTV director and longtime producer Hayam Maid is in Boston filming the protest as we speak. So tune back into Monday's show for more on that, along with senior news correspondent Joe Bushy's footage from his upcoming trip to New York. Moving on, it's been over a month since Hurricane Irene ravaged much of Vermont, and while things have returned to normal for some, the Department of Public Works in Brattleboro has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to address some of the state's estimated $1 billion in damage. Earlier today, 5:45 Live, senior news correspondent Maria Dominguez spoke with Bratt Public Works Director Steve Barrett about his department's efforts.
In the last 30 days or so, we have cleaned up the downtown area, all the mud and a lot of the debris. We've taken some trees that were had fallen down and were affecting public roads or properties out of the brook. We have a new temporary bridge on Cook Road, so the families there can get to their homes. They were isolated for probably a couple weeks. And right now we're also building a temporary / permanent bridge on Stark Road. And we're trying to get these projects completed in anticipation of the winter months. The time is it's coming pretty quick when we're going to be having snow, and hopefully we don't have a lot of snow, because if we look at these rainfalls, if it was snow, we'd be pretty buried.
You can find the full interview with Steve on 5:45 Live's YouTube channel and Facebook page, as well as on demand at BrattleboroTV.org, and it's always on our channel, Channel-E, so check local listings for next week. In addition, Maria is partnering with the department, producing a piece entitled Public Works at Work, which includes a tour from Steve through the various DPW stomping grounds.
Right here is one of our dump trucks that we utilize for snow removal. It's also used in the spring to haul materials, and during the most recent storm it was used to haul materials and take materials away. Here on the wall we have all types of metals that we use to repair plows and trucks when they're damaged at nighttime. This is one of our newest dump trucks. Dump trucks we keep anywhere between 12 and 10 years that they get cycled and replaced. These are really the workhorse of the Department of Public Works.
An advanced look at the upcoming piece Public Works at Work, soon to air on BCTV. Let me see some of your tax dollars hard at work. Again, thanks to tireless BCTV volunteer Maria Dominguez for producing that. And we've got a couple more things before we launch into the calendar. Most importantly, a wardrobe question for all of you out there. Now, I like to think that I can pull this hat off on 5:45 Live here, but I don't generally pick my own clothes. We do have a wardrobe department here and some wardrobe sponsors who are a little touchy about this, but I'm going to turn to trusty BCTV Operations Manager Vlasta Popelka. Let's see if we can ring her downstairs in the office, see what she has to say about it. Because I like to think that I look pretty spiffy. Vlasta.
Hello.
Hey, it's Roland. Are you watching the channel?
Maria and I are watching, and you look great.
How do you like this hat here?
We love the hat.
You
Keep
love
it
the
on.
hat. You know, I'm thinking about leaving it on for the duration of the show.
Sounds great.
You approve?
Yes, we are, both of us. Maria and I love it.
Great. I'm leaving it then. In that case, I'll get back to the show, let you get back to work.
Looks good.
Great. Bye-bye. All right. Well, now I've got myself a hat. And with that, let's continue the news. And before we launch into the calendar, Marlborough College Professor Jerry Levy will seek the National Socialist Party's nomination for President of the United States next week at the party's Los Angeles convention.
I would offer an alternative which is not even considered as an alternative in political debate in this country. I would talk about building up socialism from the roots.
You can see Jerry's full interview at 8:30 p.m. tonight here on Channel 8. All right. And with that, it's time to go calendar crazy. We'll start the calendar off with a sports update, courtesy of the students at Brattleboro Union High School's Morning News Advisory Program, Class BUHS TV.
We have a bunch of sports games this weekend.
Yep, kicking it off is field hockey at 4:30.
And I know my cross-country team has a meet at Bellows Falls at like 4:15.
And tonight is the football game at 7. And then tomorrow, girls soccer plays at 11, and then boys soccer plays at 1.
Sounds good. So make sure to get to at least one of those things. And that's all we have for today.
You can catch the complete broadcast from this morning on Channel 8 tonight at 6:30 p.m. or find it on BCTV's video on demand at brattleboro.tv.org. And BUHS TV shows live weekday mornings on Channel 10 at 10:15 a.m. following the rebroadcast of this here 5:45 Live. All right, we'll continue with the calendar. Tonight, the Gay and Bi Men's Art Show in town is going on right now until 8:30 at Men's Space, 15 Grove Street, next to the Main Street Post Office in downtown Brattleboro. The exhibit features 11 area artists with work including fabric, stained glass, oils, watercolors, photography, and photo art. And again, that's going on now and will be open to the public up until 8:30 p.m. tonight. Next, after Gallery Walk at 8:30, the Brattleboro Museum and Art Center is showing the art film Hoffman's Potion. And here's the press release for that. Featuring the pioneers of LSD, this documentary chronicles its discovery by Alfred Hoffman and its prohibition in 1973, containing interviews with groundbreaking researchers including Hoffman, Ram Dass, and Timothy Leary, and a wealth of archival footage. So check that out. Next, tomorrow we'll see the third return, or the fourth annual Bratstock, a free all-day concert on the Brattleboro Commons that boasts the likes of Lisa McCormick's Flabbergaster and many more. And also this Saturday, Morningside Shelter is holding the first ever Hike for the Homeless fundraiser. For more, you can head to morningsideshelter.org, or you can show up anytime between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at the base of Mount Wantasticate at the Mountain Road Trailhead in Hinsdale, New Hampshire, which is an immediate left after the bridge when you're coming from downtown Brattleboro. For more on the event, as I mentioned, morningsideshelter.org is where you can find out all you need to know. And Saturday night at 6:30 at the Broadbrook Grange, the monthly themed dance parties presented by the year-long Guilford 250 celebrations wraps up with the highly anticipated 50s Dance Night. For more, check out Guilford 250 in the numerical sense.com, or check out other events from the year on BCTV's BrattleboroTV.org video on demand, where we have a Guilford 250 category all to itself. All right, moving on. Sunday, the annual Apple Pie Festival in Dummerston will bring 1,500 pies to the table. The festival starts at 10 a.m. this coming Sunday at the Dummerston Congregational Church and will go until all the pies have sold out. More info at dummerston.org. And you can also head to 545 Live's YouTube page or Facebook page, where we have got a video from senior news correspondent Teresa Maggio about the preparations for this 1,500 pie strong event. All right. Also Sunday night, Landmark College will play host to the Brattleboro Drop-In Center fundraiser Empty Bowls, where local residents will buy tickets for a soup, bread, and cheese meal, then purchase the Brattleboro Clayworks made bowls they eat from. For more, we'll take a rewind in time to BCTV producer Janice Ray's 2008 documentary on the long-running fundraiser.
Okay, well, right here at the Empty Bowls, look at this long line.
This is one of mine, as is that one there.
Second.
For reservations, you can call 802-257-2005, extension 108, or 1-800-852-4286, extension 108. Tickets are also on sale in Brattleboro at the Shoe Tree, and Everyone's Books in Putney at the Penelope Were at the Tavern. There you go. And I'll wrap up the calendar with a reminder that Brattleboro and Putney Farmers Markets are open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. just west of Exit 2, and from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. across from the Putney Co-op, respectively. That's what I got for you on the events this weekend, but there's plenty more I didn't have a chance to get to, so if you want to find out more about what's going on this weekend, you can do what I do when I'm compiling this show and head to ibrattleboro.com, where their calendar is updated regularly by individuals and organizations from around the community, so that information is coming from the source. Head there if you want to know more, and if I missed your event or you want more coverage than just me yammering away here, then email me, roland@brattleboro.tv.org. Here's a pretty sweet graphic of me, although there's no hat. That's ROLAND@brattleboro.tv.org, and not only will I read your bulletin on air, but if you want, we can get a camera down there to get you or someone from your organization on camera talking about your event to put a face to it. All right, that's all I got for you on that. So, with that, it's time to hit our BCTV Schedule Quick Glance. The Quick Glance is my daily opportunity to shamelessly plug what's coming up on BCTV on both our Comcast cable channels 8 and 10. All right, we'll start the Quick Glance off today with a look at Channel 8, where we have, as previously stated, a 6:30 showing of this morning's BOHS TV broadcast and an 8:30 p.m. showing of presidential hopeful Jerry Levy's complete BCTV interview. And tomorrow on Channel 8, we have a 6:30 a.m. showing of the presentation and discussion on the tar sands oil pipeline from Paul Cameron and Michael Bosworth, held last month at the Marlboro Graduate Center. And then later, tomorrow on Channel 8, we have a 1:10 showing of 545 Live senior news correspondent Teresa Maggio's Labor Day expose called Bolster Camp. And we'll close out our Quick Glance today by heading 2 spots up the dial to our government and education sister channel, Channel 10, where we have a rebroadcast of Monday's Brattleboro Union High School board meeting. That's at 7 p.m. followed by a 9 p.m. and 7:45 a.m. showing of the latest Brattleboro Planning Commission meeting. And later on tomorrow on Channel 10, you can catch this past Tuesday's Brattleboro Select Board meeting. That starts at 7:40 p.m. tomorrow. Again, that's all on Channel 10. And you can get schedules updated to the minute, along with live streaming and video on demand for all local programming, all at brattleboro.tv.org. That's a full it, everybody. Thanks for checking in. But before you switch over to Politics Nation, remember, we'll be back all next week when I'm joined in studio with a new co-host for the first time here at this very table. First time in 545 Live history that's happening. We'll be pulling together all the latest headlines, schedule, quick glances, calendar coverage, and much more for BCTV and 545 Live. I'm Roland Boyden saying good night, everybody.